Hello students, today we are going to discuss different control actions in process control. So basically the control action are divided into two parts, continuous control action and discontinuous control action. So discontinuous control action there is a on-off controller, and depending on the position, the on-off controller is further divided as two position controller, multi position controller and floating mode controller. Whereas in continuous there are two types, single P, that is proportional controller, I means integral controller, and D means derivative controller. And another part is called as composite controllers, that is the combination of proportional and integral, that is PI, proportional and derivative, it is called as PD controller, and proportional, integral and derivative controller, that is we called as PID controller. So let us discuss about on-off controller. It is also called as two position controller. If the error is greater than 0, then this any parameter P that we are going to control is having its maximum value, and if error is less than 0, then the value of this variable is minimum. And obviously this is the ideal case. Error less than 0 and error greater than 0, only two cases we are observing, that is ideal case. So P max is the on value, whereas P minimum is the off value. And how we calculate error? The error is calculated as set points and measured variable difference. So it is shown on this graph. So this is the P minimum value for error less than 0 on this side, on left hand side of this y-axis, and P maximum for error greater than 0. So if we plot this graph of P versus E, so that is the next one is neutral zone for on-off controller, that is the practical case. The error is lying between the positive tolerance and negative tolerance. So that is I shown here. Pt, any variable P is a function of time, and it is having the maximum value for positive tolerance, and the variable as a function of time, it is having minimum value for error less than error in minus tolerance quantity. So we know we always provide tolerance plus minus. So if it is positive, it is the P max value, and if it is negative tolerance, it is the P minimum value. So this square indicate the neutral zone of the on-off controller. So that is the on-off controller neutral zone. Next point we are going to discuss is on-off controller, that is multi-position controller. So as the name suggesting, the error is lying at multiple levels or multi-position levels. So that is why it called as multi-mode or multi-position controller. So it is a logical extension of an on-off controller. It is used to provide several intermediate rather than two setting of the controller output. So this discontinuous control is used in an attempt to reduce the cycling behavior and overshoot and undershoot inherent in the on-off controller. So to reduce the cyclic behavior between the overshoot and undershoot of the deviation, so we have to consider the measured variable P is measured at different levels of error as defined here. So P is 100% for error for measuring this P is greater than E2. So this is the E2 value. So at this level, for error for measuring parameter P is greater than E2, means it is having the 100%. If it is minus E1 less than EP minus E2, so if it is lies in between, then the value of P would be 50%. And if the error for measuring P is less than E1, so it is 0%. So this is called as multi-mode controller. Next point we going to discuss is floating control mode. So in a floating control mode, the specific output of the controller is not uniquely determined by the error. If the error is 0, the output doesn't change but remain at whatever the setting it was when the error went to 0. So when the error moves off 0, means if it is exceeding or if it is decreased from the value of 0, the controller output again begins to change. So that is the floating control mode. Next point we are going to discuss, there are two modes or two types in floating control mode. One is single speed and second is multi-speed. In single speed floating mode, the output of the control element changes at a fixed rate when the error exceeds the neutral zone. And in multi-speed, so not one but several possible speeds are changed by the controller output. So the controller output is going to change at different rates. So that is why it is called as multi-speed. Usually the rate increases as the deviation exceeds the certain rate. So that is obvious. If the deviation is changing, then the speed or control action by the controller it also increases. So that is obvious. So that is the floating control mode. In this slide we are going to discuss advantages and disadvantages of on-off controller. So advantages, only two output state, that is on and off, no intermediate controlling action should be possible using this on-off controller. Second advantage of on-off controller is it is simple in construction and it offers low cost modeling, and whereas disadvantages are response of on-off controller is very slow or sluggish, and the use of this on-off controller is not suitable for complex system. So students, in this video we discussed on-off controller, its advantages, disadvantages and different possible modes. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.